Hello and welcome to lesson 55 of the Workbook in A Course in Miracles. I actually stayed with this lesson for quite a while, not because it was important, they are all important, but well, life happened and it has actually been about 5 days now since I moved on to my next lesson. The first time that it happened this year, but it's okay. I said that I will take the time when I need to, and yeah, now I'm gonna move on a little bit, maybe slower than before, maybe I will speed up again. I will see how this year is gonna go, but yeah, I have spent a few days rereading this lesson and actually using it as well as a base for my life. And like I said, a few of those days I haven't really paid the book or the workbook any attention, and that's okay as well. So what has happened, or what have I experienced with this lesson? I reflected first of all on all of them really quite deeply on quite a few mornings. And I think, for example, yesterday my focus was really on, in the first lesson it says, what I see now are but signs of disease, disaster and death. And that is a world that I don't want to see anymore. So what is a world that I want to see? And the answer is actually, or one of the answers is actually in the third one, which says I will see a world of peace and safety and joy. So what I have done actually in the last 5 days is work quite a bit with a mantra throughout the day to stop my attack thoughts or my false thoughts, which of course we talked about a lot in the previous lessons. But that lesson stuck with me quite a lot. So last Wednesday when I actually woke up, I had this huge need or this huge channel to come through that I would use a mantra. It was literally after waking up and going, oh, it's time to wake up. The next thought was this mantra, which was love and God. So just the words love and God. And it just kept repeating in my head. And then I had this feeling, oh, I could use this today to stop my other thoughts coming up. So every time I would use the mantra anyway, to have better quality real estate on my thoughts throughout the day, right? But as well to use it as a disruptor, as a pattern disruptor for my thoughts that are either attack thoughts or false thoughts. I would call them as well unhelpful thoughts or useless thoughts. So that's what I did, because I woke up with it straight away. It was very strong on that day, and I was able to use it for quite a few hours before work, throughout work, maybe sporadically, and then after work again. And then I actually used it as well the next day, not so strong anymore, it wasn't so present anymore, but I really did my best to still use that technique. And that's what I did again yesterday with the words peace and safety and joy. So that was my mantra yesterday. I again focused mainly in the morning before work. Once you get to work and you get stuck in and concentrating on your tasks, it's much more difficult for me to disrupt my thinking and come back to the mantra. So, but I did maybe a handful of times, I still did actually stop myself that, and I think that's actually already progress to last week. I really like to use that pattern disruptor to just get better thoughts. In my day, we have 60 to 80,000 thoughts per day, and it's so many thoughts are attack thoughts, false thoughts, unhelpful, useless thoughts. So it's good to just minimum disrupt that first of all. there is, of course, then comes a time where you want to replace those thoughts as well, and you want to be the person that decides what kind of thoughts are coming through, or God helps you to have real thoughts. But first of all, it's a really good exercise to have the pattern disruptor. And that's what mainly I have been focusing on in the last 5 days. A couple of days I did not work with it. I had other things going on, and that's okay as well. And then I came back to it yesterday when I went back to work. And I think it really worked. So I will for sure choose a couple of words again. Actually, I asked myself this morning when I woke up, I just forgot. I asked myself, and it was love and peace. So a mixture of what I had before. So I will work with love and peace throughout today, remembering myself and stepping out of the typical patterns that are going on in my brain. So yeah, I wanted to share that little exercise with you. I mean, it's not even a little exercise, right? If you actually apply this on a daily basis, if you get to that, that's a huge exercise. That's a huge shift in your mind, where you spend lesser and lesser time throughout the day having those thoughts that are creating the reality that you might want to look different, right? I said I did spend quite a lot of time with the texts. I'm not going to go into each one of them today. You will have read them, or you're about to read them, so I hope you enjoy them. They are very powerful. Maybe there was a reason as well why they stuck with me for a little bit longer than other lessons. Who knows? There is always a reason in this world for something. But yeah, I'm excited to move on to lesson 56, and I will see you for that tomorrow. Until then, love you and bye-bye.